Hi there, my name is Cupicate, and welcome back to WolfQuest Fire on Fire with Teau and his mate Sundance. He's sitting in front of his den protectively, as he always does before he calls the pups out, and there's a storm on the wind. Teau's a little uneasy. Sundance did receive an injury in the last episode that she hasn't quite healed from just yet, and he's worried the storm is a sign of something to come, but he does still have a little bit of energy, and so he's going to snuggle up to his pups a little bit before the storm gets too bad and try and strengthen some of his territory. He's concerned that this nervous feeling he has is from the territory that has taken quite a hit, while Crow, who almost passed in the last episode, needed comfort and healing from his father. Alright, so as for hunger, they're all very, very full, other than Crow, who could still use a little bit of food. Let's call them out. I don't know if Teau has anything left to feed them. Maybe Sundance does. Oh, okay, so Teau has a little bit. That's good. So he'll get them nice and full and then tuck them back into the den before he goes off. Or perhaps he'll just leave Sundance here with him. Ooh, that might actually be a good idea. She's trying to heal anyway. Ah, yes, so proud. She must not feel very well with her leg being so injured, so she's staying without any kind of argument. So this elk herd is really close to the den and actually reminded me that we need to roll for today's difficulty, because if Teau could bring down an elk this close to the den, it could set them up for a few days. So let's go ahead and roll and see what the goddesses bless Teau with today. Oof, it is on a 4, so it looks like we will be on accurate, but he does have full health. He could possibly still take one down. Ooh, Teau did suffer quite a bad injury there. Ooh, he's gonna have to be more careful if he does actually want to take this elk down. Oh no, this is not good! Whoa, I did not expect that at all. Oh no. Oh no. He's too in it now. Oh, that did not go well. I didn't expect him to get a major injury that quickly. Oh, so he has a jaw injury and he has a major leg injury. Oof, I think this is the first major injury that we've really suffered in Slough Creek. It's going to be very interesting to see how this goes. And the storm ominously rages in the background. Teau will have to retreat home and sleep. Teau snuck up on this rabbit kind of hiding in the grass, and in his mind he's thinking, well, maybe if I deliver Sundance a rabbit, she won't notice my horrible limp. But Sundance is gonna notice. Manda, where do you think you're going? Manda's not lost. Look, Sundance is already on it. And Teau's secretly like, phew, oh good, Manda, thanks, you have my back. I think Teau will call the pups into the den because he now needs some rest. Oh geez, Teau. This is not good about his foot, but hopefully Sundance will heal her injury. And maybe his jaw injury will heal really quickly. Also, I hope y'all don't mind the blanket. It's really cold in my house. The weather changed here in Colorado suddenly, where we're getting a lot of rain and it's cooling down in the low 70s, and so now it's just cold all the time in my house. All right, Teau, rest up. Oh dear. So we've slept in the den enough that we have a flea problem. So with Teau's injury, he's gonna have to seriously think about moving these pups. Now, luckily nobody is sick right now, so he wouldn't have to carry anyone. Teau did not heal, but Sundance did heal. That is a good sign. So he's gonna go out and kind of just check. Manda, did you never make it back inside? You goofy girl. There is a strong scent of bear. I'm hoping that it's because the elk carcass is not far from here. The pups are fed, affinity is really high, and Teau needs Sundance now. He is so incredibly injured. He really needs her. So they're gonna go brave the carcass in hopes that the bear may have left something for them to eat, and then try and do some territory strengthening and maybe some hex taking if they think it's a good idea. I'm sure even right now Teau is wondering if it is or not, because he's so injured. Okay, we're gonna pull back for a minute. It looks like the bear's backed off a little bit. Sundance, what are you doing? Oh geez. Okay, no. This is definitely an awkward standoff, but Teau is in no condition to fight a bear, and he's not gonna risk Sundance at all. This is also a bear and her cub, and she is protecting this carcass pretty fiercely. It may not be worth it. He's gonna try just growling from a distance, just giving them a slight taunt in hopes that they get afraid enough just to let it go. Thank goodness Teau used his smarts, and he just knew that if he would stand and stare down that bear, eventually she would get worried enough for her cub to leave. And there's still plenty left on this carcass for Sundance and Teau to enjoy. Even Sundance is proud of her mate. But the bear will wait until we're finished. Now that that's done, we're gonna head over and start strengthening some territory and hopefully taking a few hexes with Sundance's help. Teau and Sundance have arrived back home to feed their pups before they pass out. They are both exhausted. Teau's probably in quite a bit of pain right now, but they were able to strengthen some spots, but already you can see some are just being taken, and Prospect Peak is pushing in this way, and I bet that's making Teau quite nervous. As soon as he heals, that's where he wants to go, and try and push them back a little bit, or at least get them to join his side of a united pack, so that there's no concern of war between the Ovarian pack and other packs of Slough Creek. And Teau's gonna have them sleep in the den one more night because tomorrow he does plan on moving the pups whether his foot feels better or not. He doesn't want the fleas to possibly cause the pups to get sick. Well, Teau is most definitely not healed. Nope. Back inside. No, miss. What are you doing? Excuse me? Have you lost your mind? Phew, well that was unnecessarily dramatic. I think Sundance wasn't even worried. She's rolling to show Teau how appreciative she is at his valiant attempt to save Ember. Thank goodness it turned out to be better than just an attempt. Alright pups, eat up. We're moving today. Oh my gosh, that is the cutest thing I've ever seen. Oh good, there's plenty of food to go around. And it is a moving day! So Teau is probably going to pick the den as he limps down more. Ooh, maybe he should pick the gravel den. Now they haven't had the best of luck with the gravel den, but if he does go that way, he's closer to Prospect Peak, which is his goal. That may be the direction they need to go. Or maybe even the tree den that's by the lake that they haven't discovered yet. So I'm having to think realistically here. Even though I know where all the dens are in the game, Teau has only discovered so many dens. Now, it makes sense to me that he would know where the gravel fan den is. He had some bad experiences there, so even though I don't think we've technically discovered that one, unless it's the one right up there, he did discover the other tree den. The reason I want him to go to that tree den is because I do plan for Mikhail and Teau to have a meetup. And so if he goes there and I have Mikhail go there, now already in the story Mikhail has gone to that den, but he may choose to go back, or maybe he's there when they show up. It would definitely make for a good story that I want to write for the two of them because I do want them to meet up. So for story purposes, I am going to go to that tree den. Perhaps in Teo's mind, not only is it because it's closer, it's also because Junction Butte has kind of made a little bit of a comeback, and he's concerned that his hard work, the long time that he spent trying to convince them and convert them over to Eartha's light, that if he doesn't help them stay strong in their faith, he will lose them before he can ever gain Prospect Peak. So he's going to move down that way in hopes of bringing them back and still try and make it to Prospect Peak as often as he can. Oh no. Okay, this is not good. Oh no. No! Sundance is just crying out in the background. Crying desperately. She stopped now. Oh, that breaks my heart. They just popped up out of nowhere. Oh. We have lost Sunset. And see, something like that could turn Teau to war. Because he tried so hard to be peaceful and growl at them and tell them no, like, leave us alone, we don't mean any harm. And even when he attacked, he didn't attack them back. But that could set his rage aflame. It could turn him into a more vengeful wolf. Because now he feels like maybe if I had attacked them, they would have spared Sunset. Oh, even one of the pups howled with sorrow. Oh my gosh, that breaks my heart. Poor Teau has suffered so much loss. We have made it to Eartha's grace. Teau is going to tuck the remaining 5 pups inside the den and go to sleep. He's both tired and heartbroken. It's been a long night, and he's not sure how he feels right now. Even Sundance is in the den, holding the last 5 of her babies. I think Sundance isn't one to pick favorites, but she certainly loved Sunset. It looks as though our minor injury has healed. Her major injury is still there, but that is unsurprising. Teau is really uncertain right now as he looks out into the fields. He now knows that this is where one of his brothers stayed with his pups. And he knows his other brother is alive, and he can't really process that. A daughter is gone. He's had so much loss and grief in his life, and he feels like he can't be excited about his family from the past. So now he knows he's lost a brother who he never really had the chance to be family with. A brother that he had held so much hatred for. A family he had loathed. Even wanted revenge on. And another brother that would do anything to call him brother again. He doesn't really know. So all he can do now is take his beautiful mate with him to get food and keep his current family alive and healthy with everything he has left. Here we go. It is time to hunt. Teau isn't going to be able to keep much, so hopefully an elk falls at some point. That would be great. Oh, it is currently chaos right now. Trying to get an elk down. Oh, jeez. Thank goodness. Teau was taking a lot of damage, and the more damage he takes, the less likely he's going to heal. He didn't get another minor injury, thank goodness, but we're just prolonging that major injury the more damage he takes. But he has to feed his pups. At least Teau knows this will feed him and his family for a few days, even if he can't do much else other than strengthen territory. He's feeling a bit defeated right now, and he's not really sure what to do with himself, but he's full. He'll be heading back to his pups, and that's all he can really focus on because everything else is just too overwhelming on his heart right now. Sundance is trying to be upbeat as always, but I think even she's a little confused on how to take the last few days' events and how quickly things have gone downhill and then just changed out of nowhere. But Sundance is still very attentive to him, and together we all know they'll pull through. Well, I hope you liked this episode, guys. If you did, make sure you give the like button a tickle and a poke. Subscribe to join our family if you haven't already, and ring that bell so you're notified of when I post WolfQuest. Also, don't forget to click the follow me link down below to join Discord or Twitch, or both. You never know. And we finally reached 1,000 subs, y'all. Thank you so much, each and every one of you, for being a part of this family, this channel, this pack. We've come so far, and here's to the next 1,000. Love you guys.